Hello Libra, and welcome to your Soul Guidance with Adriana. This is an Astrology for Growth tarot reading where we're going to look at some different energy flows that are happening in your life on your journey right now and look at them through the lens of growth. That assuming that you want to grow, get to a better place and improve. So I will also be creating an extended reading if you want to go deeper. I do tend to draw more cards and get more information in those extended readings. So if you'd like that, the link's in the description below. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm using two different decks. I'm using the Druid Craft deck as well as the For Hexa Tarot deck. And I'll hold up the cards as we talk about them, but I just want to get everything out on the table first. So the metaphorical table, it's really the floor. But okay, here we go. Okay, so Hanged Man, Princess of Cups, and the Lord. Card for you, Libra's 10 of Cups. Okay, so lovely card. Okay, and then we also have Queen of Air, 7 of Air, interesting mental stuff going on there, 5 of Earth, Ace of Fire, 3 of Water, Ace of Air. Wow, Libra, you've got a lot of different things going on in your world right now. Okay, let's start with where you are with the 10 of Cups. You know, Libra, I'm getting this sense that you feel as though you finally belong. And that's our 10 of Cups here. You're just feeling really solid and confident with who your family is. It doesn't have to be blood. It can be family of soul or family of choice. But you're feeling like you finally have a place. And the word belonging is really jumping out to me from my guides. So that is really interesting compared to the other cards I'm seeing here. I want to start at the top. We've got the 5 of Earth, 7 of Air, and the Queen of Air. So it's as if you're celebrating the fact that you've gotten out of a really difficult situation. You've gotten yourself out of a situation where you could have gone very south, like you could have pulled yourself down. You could have really gotten into a bad place that would have been difficult to get out of. And so the 7 of Air and maneuvered around enough to get out of there. And with the Queen of Air, we've got some grace happening. But there's a 7 of Air card that I want to look at a bit more. And I want to say that it's not done, okay? You've gotten yourself out of this place. You got yourself out of it. And what I mean by the place is the 5 of Earth card is to me like a bottomless pit where one thing starts to go wrong and then another thing and then another thing. And then you're just down on yourself for that and down on yourself for this. And then it's this heavy just pulling down. And when we're stuck in that 5 of Earth energy, it's very hard to believe in ourselves. It's very hard to ask for help. It's just an icky place. You've circumnavigated that place within yourself, but what got you going down in the first place, that's not over. Okay? And that's where we're going to move to this middle spread here. The Hangman, Princess of Cups, and the Lord, that you're still going to have to put down some boundaries. It's really interesting. We had the 4, do you see the 4 beings in the background? In this deck, it's those 4 monarchs that are the card for the Lord. So these people who are signifying boundaries and structure are watching this person get away with something. So you're still going to have to put down boundaries, possibly with someone who's emotionally immature, who just doesn't understand how emotions work, how things work. You're going to have to be the strong, no, thank you, this is not where we're going. You really need to make sure, though, that you're not coming down to their level, that you're staying above their level. Queen of Air, the Lord is about kind of impersonal boundaries, just doing it because it's right, not because you have anything against the other person. It's kind of like timeout, putting kids in timeout. It's not necessarily that it's not personal. It's just they need some time alone. Actually, I was told that timeout is really for the parents. The parents don't do something worse. But in this view, timeout is for the kids, just for them to get themselves back together, come back to being civilized and ready and respectful and ready for interactions. It's kind of what we're doing here. This is a timeout. You need to give this person a timeout. Okay, and lastly, again, this is feeding into that idea of belonging, the 10 of Cups. We have the 2 aces supporting the 3 of water. So it's almost like a gateway opens for this community to step forward. 3 of water being the sense of working on something with other people, having a shared purpose and loving that connection that comes out. So this feeling of belonging is very strong here, but it's like these aces had to open the door. There was maybe some bold action or some bold words that needed to be spoken, and then the door opened and that 3 of water is there. It's really cool. It's like, okay, here's the door shut, and then behind the door, the 3 of Cups emerges. So is there anything else? I just keep hearing it's not over yet. It's not over yet. So this is about, I don't want to say it's like being on guard, like the 9 of Wands. It's not like being paranoid, but it's keeping your strength within reach, okay? Like keeping your sword by your bed, or keeping your weapon within reach, okay? You're not done. I don't want you to relax too much into that beautiful 10 of Cups energy. You're not quite done, okay? So just make sure to keep your wits about you, keep aware, and I hope that this reading serves as a warning for you to just know that you're still going to have to step forward. There's still a bit more growth to happen, and you're still going to have to step forward, whether it's with actions or words, but it's going to be both, okay? Both action and words. Okay, so I think this is a great time to segue into the extended reading. I'm going to keep looking at this particular situation, but I think it's also going to be good to look at messages from your soul directly, what this whole experience has been about, and exactly what are you learning and how are you growing through this experience according to your soul. So we're going to draw some more cards for that. If you'd like to follow me over, the link is in the description below, and I'll see you soon.